I think I'm understanding why all those Instagram people have such crazy eyebrows, because you have to look at them like this and you're like, suddenly my eyebrows just look crazy. Hello! So we are going to put on some e.l.f. makeup. Just the face makeup. Now, I've already done my eyes, I've already done my lips, and I did use e.l.f. products, but obviously I am not including that in this video. I'm kind of trying out a thing. I feel like for my setup and also just for people's viewing, I don't know that the total face thing, it seems it's just a little much. Like my setup doesn't suit it well. And then I feel like I kind of have to rush through the products in order to not make the video last for freaking ever. And then I'm not necessarily focusing on the product that maybe you came in to hear about. And so instead I'm kind of cutting it up into pieces. So if you like the eye look and you want to hear more about it, I have a separate video going over the eye look. The lips are this lovely little lip crayon from e.l.f. I'm not going to have a video of it because I'm not really doing anything exciting, just wearing it. Now I've already primed my skin and I used their Beauty Shield products, which similarly is going to be a separate video. So if you were interested in hearing more about those Beauty Shield products, then check out that video. Let's begin. It's so goofy. I have goofy hair. I told you, it doesn't want to go back. So right now all this stuff at the side is like, we want to be forward. We're not where we're supposed to be. We're not hair that you put back. We're hair that goes forward. So the foundation I want to try out, this is like a really first trial for me, is their Flawless Finish foundation. I've heard a lot of people like it. It's got really cute packaging. Isn't that nice looking? It looks really nice. Way to go, e.l.f. And I haven't really used it. I don't do full coverage foundations very often, which is why I haven't had a good chance to use it, but this is a great opportunity. I am going to try it with a sponge. So far, so good. Yeah, I'm just not a full coverage foundation person. Look at that. Look how bad I am at this. And that's my video. I always feel weird in a full coverage foundation, you know, like I'm wearing makeup or something and I don't just look like my normal self. I just can't get past that feeling, and the feeling that I can see makeup on my skin. I really like it when I prefer the look of not seeing my makeup. But we all know that there are times when you gotta, you know, be a woman. Just put on your big girl panties and you gotta wear makeup. So that's what I'm trying to do right now, which I know inspires a lot of confidence about watching a video about a person that's like, I mean, sometimes I wear makeup. Wait. It definitely doesn't feel heavy on my skin, which I appreciate because that can drive me nuts too with the full coverage foundation. It feels nice. Like, I guess what I'm getting at is if I look at myself in the mirror with it, I don't prefer it to the kind of thing I would wear on a daily basis because I can see that it's there. But if I think about it compared to some of the other full coverage foundations that I will pull out and wear when it's full coverage foundation time, I'm thinking I like it a lot. I think the color match is really nice. The color is Alabaster, which is of course their latest shade, and I'm pretty sure that it's relatively new to their shade line. So I appreciate that they came out with it for me. Thank you, e.l.f. All right, I think I super like it for being a full coverage foundation. It looks very normal on me. I can see why people are a fan of it. I could definitely see this becoming my go-to full coverage foundation over even more expensive ones. It just, you know, to be fair, it's probably not the fullest coverage foundation is what a big part of it is. And I guess it's Flawless Finish. It doesn't probably guarantee full coverage. Did I just pull that out of my butt that it's a full coverage foundation? Let's check. Looking on my phone. Looking on my phone. Looking on my phone. e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. Let's go to e.l.f.'s own website and see how they describe it. It says it's oil free. It's got an SPF of 15, which I mean, we're going to complain about an SPF being in a product, but that can't be your only SPF, ladies. That's pretty. Okay, now I'm just getting distracted wanting other products. Take me to why I'm here before I buy things. So I said it has an SPF of 15 and it's oil free, so that's all nice. Yeah, they say it's full coverage. I did not make that up. They claim it's full coverage. I think it depends. I think if you're someone like me who is not accustomed to a full coverage, I think this would maybe be a really nice option, and that you'll like it for the same reason I do, because you're not used to seeing yourself in full coverage makeup and it's just not your preference. But if you're a full coverage girl, this will probably seem less than full coverage, because I know that I have ones that are much more full coverage than this, and I'm still going to do some concealering because I can see some spots on my face that I would usually concealer. And that's my opinion on this. I think it looks really nice. So I would think that a lot of people would like it. It's just going to be, what does it mean to you? If you're normally a very full coverage person, maybe this will seem like a nice lighter option. If you're more like me and you usually wear a lighter coverage foundation, then this might seem like the perfect full coverage option. So, all depends on what you're used to. I think I'm good taking this down now. And now I'll have my bangs back to futz with throughout the rest of the video. They're just being weird today. Like, right? Like, that looks shorter. Those are longer. It's nobody else's fault but my bangs themselves. It just looks so weird. Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. It just keeps bugging me. So that ended up becoming my review on the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation, which I liked. I think I've already talked about. I went ahead and finished the rest of my makeup off camera. I ended up using their Beautifully Bare finishing powder in Fair Light, which I think was probably like a smidge dark for me, but I still really liked it, and I'm excited to use it more. It's got a nice, I applied it with its own sponge. It's like a sponge more than a poof. But I liked it. I'm going to use it more. Then, I also, before that, I used these inexpensive little concealers, which are definitely inexpensive concealers, and it's not the best concealer I've ever used. It is not necessarily like the best coverage, but these are bare bones, like cheap, and they worked really well considering that. And I mean, I use them and I'm happy with my look. I know I've used them well over in the past, and they're nice. Then I finished it all off, blush, bronzer, and highlighter with the Beautifully Bare palette, which is also what I used for my eye look. I'm pleased with it. I think it looks nice, and I'm happy with it. I feel like it looks summery. The products all applied well. I would say that the palette was pretty low pigmented, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because it meant that, you know, it's not very heavy on my face right now. You could probably build it up more if you wanted to, but because it's not too pigmented, it gives you that opportunity for it not to be built up as well. I'm happy with everything. My whole face today ended up being e.l.f. I think it looks pretty. And it's time to say goodbye. Bye. Bye.